Welcome back on the Anglers Extra pregame show. Max Herz on the field at Red Wilson Field, joined by Chatham skipper John Schiffner for the Manager's Show. Schiff, your team's going back to the playoffs.
Yes, we're very excited about that. It's, the stars are aligned and the moon's in the right place, and Chatham A's are going to the playoffs. That's the way it should be.
What does it do for this team's psyche to clinch with 6 games to go?
It's good and bad, because now it's like, we're going to try to make a run and finish third, and finish second if we can. I mean, that's our goal, win as many games as we can. But it's, this is a tough time for the coaches and the team. You're kind of just like, now you can't wait to get the playoffs started. Let's go, let's go and let's start the playoffs. So it's, it's going to be interesting, and we're going to be resting some guys. Just doing some things to get ourselves prepared for the playoffs.
Last night in that 4-2 win over Falmouth, it was the second straight game your starter didn't get an out in the third inning. Is that worrisome?
Yeah, a little bit, but what you have is guys that have come in and got the job done. Joe Leinhardt just did a fantastic job. That was, considering what the end result was, it's fantastic. He held the lead for us, and you bring in the 2 big arms late, and it's over. So that was, and Aiello just put the icing on it with the home run in the 9th, or the 8th, to just say, okay, it's so much easier to play late in the game with a 2-run lead as a 1-run lead. So, everything was just a really, really good baseball game. But, hats off to Joe. He just did a fantastic job.
Would you consider moving some of these long relievers into the rotation in the playoffs?
We could. We very well could. That's something that we'll all have to talk about. Rob with the pitchers, Rob and I with the pitchers, and see what's going to be best for the team.
One of the big at-bats in that game last night in the 8th inning, Andre Palante against Josh Perot with the tying run on third and 1 out. The at-bat was nearly 5 minutes long, and Palante gets him to strike out. What type of grit does it take for a freshman to persevere through that and win the battle? Well,
he just did a great job, and he was struggling a little bit, and, he kind of took a deep breath after the previous out and came back and got him, and, that was huge. A ground ball means it's a tie game, more than likely. We had the infield at halfway. We didn't have it in. We were very pleased with the way he came through. I mean, that's huge. A pop-up or a strikeout right there. It's huge. We got the strikeout.
Kyle Baker picked up his first 2 hits as a Cape Leaguer for you last night. What were your impressions of his 2 base knocks?
Well, he's a good player. I mean, and again, he hasn't played that much. Both he and Landon had not been playing until we called and picked them up. They'd taken batting practice, doing the basic conditioning stuff, but they hadn't seen live pitching since May. And actually, with Baker, it had been longer because he was, shut down at some point. So, yeah, they're starting to round into shape, and it's a good time.
Justin Lasko on the mound for you today against YD, and his first start back after a month off last week through 4 scoreless. How much do you want to try and stretch him out tonight?
We'll do the same. That's what we want from him, 4 or 5. And then because we have got other guys independent need to throw. So we've got to prepare for that, and to get those guys, we want to get everybody stacked up and ready to have the entire pitching staff loaded and ready to go for the playoffs. So, 4 or 5 out of Lax will be great, and then we'll get the other guys out there. They need to throw, and like I said, we need to be ready for the playoffs.
Jeff, thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Last visit of the regular season for Chatham to YD tonight. The Red Sox are just a point back from first place in the East Division standings. The East Division playoffs are set. Back to Drew Carter for more on the Anglers Extra pregame.